I don't know about you, but it's always some work to do, even when we don't feel like doing it. Wow. It's always some work to do, even though we may not feel like doing it. The question is what you gonna do when you don't feel like doing it, because there's always some work to do. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. To the cosmic consciousness, soul control, family, and soul tribe. I hope everybody feeling good for no reason at all. Because feeling good is feeling God, operating at the truest and highest version of yourself at the moment. As for me, I'm feeling good for no reason at all, despite all. We always gonna have our challenges. We always gonna have some setbacks. We always gonna have some discouraging moments. But how we show up and who we show up as being is what's gonna count. See, it's not always what happened that's the determining factor, more than how we respond to what happens that will determine the factor. Today's card was heartache and loss. It's the number 3, ascended master number. It's number 3. So we're gonna see what it's talking about. And I may or may not share a few things at the end, but I probably will, knowing me. You hear me? Let me find out where this card at. In the meantime, I hope everybody, really in the highest space to be, because the energies that we have to integrate, especially if you're growing, probably feel just as unfamiliar to you as they may be feeling to me. You hear me? But that just let me know what I got to do in order to balance it all out, in order to maintain harmony within myself, to be in harmony with my environment. Heartache and loss. 117. Should work with me, don't start that. It's as y'all hear me say before, especially when card day come up, I love the synchronicities, and y'all will understand why I say that a little later. The meaning of this card revolves around disappointment, sorrow, and separation, which can cause upheaval and distress. It takes all the strength you have at this moment in order to move past the pain and heal your heart. The love that has been given to another should now be focused on you. Although you might look at this card as being negative, like a lot of things that I say, regardless of the fact that we could draw something positive out of it, because everything that I say is not going to sound good, and it's not going to feel good, but it's going to show us something. Although you might look at this card as being negative, it can act as a tremendous catalyst, encourage you to move on. The painful experiences of life are just as valuable as the joyous ones. I want to repeat that. The painful experiences of life are just as valuable as the joyous ones, because no matter what experience we have, and when we have an experience, every experience, there is a lesson to be learned. You may not appreciate that sentiment at this challenging time, but life does have a way of pushing you forward, even though you may not always know the final destination. As you endure this period, learn not to dwell on the past, but use your strong mental control to deal with your emotions. Have faith in knowing that you will get through this. Once again, I love the synchronicities, because even though things may be going well for you or well for me, energetically, we pick up on things. Energetically, we feel things. And even if things ain't going well, we still picking up on things and we feel things. I say that because I know what it's like to be numb. I know what it's like to be numb and portray something else to the world. I also know what it's like to accept what we're feeling and do what we have to do about what we're feeling. So you don't have to betray anything other than being yourself. Because to be who you are, you have to be who you be. And being who I be, I'm glad that I'm me. You don't listen, you're going to miss it. But I know what it's like to be numb. I can relate to everything that card's saying, everything that card said, and I also relate to what it takes to work through it. My purpose of saying that is because we got to learn how to feel in order to heal. We'll be surprised how many people we come into contact with day after day, interaction after interaction, whose heart space is so closed up that it's probably black. But and although we may not be able to see a person's heart from a physical point of view, we're able to see their aura. I say that because I work hard, and I work very hard for my spiritual hygiene. And I say that because change can't happen until acceptance happens. What does that mean? That means that you can't change what you can't accept. I ain't never found myself having the ability to change something that I didn't have that I couldn't find myself being able to accept about what may need to be changed. In that, I learned to trust the spirit more than I trust myself. But that is myself. If you don't listen, you're going to miss it. So I trust me. And I share that because I wasn't expected. For those who've been around, this won't sound out of place, but I wasn't expected to get my shit together. But I did. That's why I have something to offer. That's why I have something to share. It's part of my strength and who I am. And I say that because, just like you, I have tried to love and I've tried to help a lot of people too. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, and physically. And regardless of what we may find ourselves going through, regardless of what we may find ourselves feeling, sometimes it was harder for me than it was for who I'm trying to assist. I say that because it's a hindsight. It's a hindsight. But a lot of people that we try to help, and I was having a conversation with someone about this, a lot of people that we have tried to help, a lot of people that we have been assistance to, had the problem, or we was the problem that we was trying to help them get past. If you don't listen, you're gonna miss it. It's crazy, but it happens. Or another way to say that is, we can have love for people more than they have for us. And regardless of what we are trying to assist one another through, it's not able to take root. It has no hold. It has no grasp if we're the problem in their eyes. Now, that didn't stop me from building. That didn't stop me from sharing. That didn't stop me from loving. myself in order to love others, or I wouldn't be here. But it taught me a lot of valuable lessons. I say that because if you're alive, and if you're alive and well, that's your proof. Nothing can break you if you use it to make yourself better. Nothing can tear you down if you use it to make yourself better. And at any moment, at any time, we find ourselves in any place, in any moment, at any time. All we have is what we bring into the table. Now, if you're full of shit, that's all you can bring to the table. If you're full of light, that's all you can bring to the table. If you're full of indifference, that's all you can bring to the table. But whatever you're full of, that's all you're going to bring to the table. Remember, to be who you are, you have to be who you be. And whatever we are, and whatever we be, in any moment we being what we think we are. If it's not real, if it's not raw, if it's not authentic, we can only hide it for so long. And that go the same way for the light. So whatever truly in you, that's what's going to come out. In short, it's going to find its way out into the surface for everyone to see. So when it comes to what y'all see, when it comes to what y'all hear, ain't nothing new but the level of growth that I find myself going through the things that I share. It's going to resonate with some. It ain't going to resonate for others. That's on each and every individual to decide. It's only new to who is new to. And with that being said, it's a pleasure to meet. It's a pleasure to meet y'all. From the streets to my highest inward peak, I never been a quantity over quality type of person. No matter what I was involved, no matter what I was involved in, no matter who I was involved with, anybody who know that if you got something in you that make you that it factor, people gonna gravitate to you, and people gonna want to hear what you have to say. Eventually. And it's been a long time coming. But this is God's work, regardless of how we perceive it. So in that, I would say, no matter what the situation may be, no matter what the circumstances may be, keep loving your cup. And that's pretty much it, family. I just came through to say a few things. I'm in recharging mode. Keep loving your cup. The emoji for the day. New subscribers, watch the video, place the emoji at the end of the video if you want to be subscribed for the end of the month raffle. I'm raffling this necklace, Frosted Crystal 7 Shaka beaded necklace. Place the emoji, which will be whatever your favorite vegetable is. Whatever your favorite vegetable is. Because I know it's vegetables in the emojis. I'm just rambling right now. But I know it's vegetables in them emojis in the sense I just steamed some vegetables. That's the first thing that came to my mind for the emojis. Place your favorite vegetable, whether it's tomato or carrot, cabbage, lettuce, potato, whatever it may be. Place your favorite vegetable in the comment section, and that will be enough to get you submitted for the end of this month's raffle. But once again, you must be subscribed to the video and place the emoji in the comment section. As simple as that. With that, family, keep loving your cup. We only got a few days left to the raffle. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. I love y'all. My name is Sawu. Peace.